button.
No, no tie today.
Hello.
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 Oh,
Hello.
oh my god.
Hello.
Hello. Bring, bring.
Hello.
Oh,
Bring,
Jesus.
bring.
Hello.
Bring, 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 bring.
I pushed the wrong button.
We are the greatest.
Episode 9 of 8-Bits recorded the 27th of June 2013.
It's July.
Well, sponsored by LinkoSwordsman, who says legends. All of you, legends. And Vlash, who says things, but I can't be bothered reading them.
Wow.
Whoa, Jesus.
What does he say? Oh, here, I'll read them.
That's what he says.
So.
Son of a bitch.
Oh!
Hello, and welcome to the 8-Bits podcast. I'm Maz. It's Brad, and that's the Brucey. How you guys doing?
How's it going?
Sup?
We are a bit loud. That's alright.
Better than the opposite.
Better than the opposite. It is in fact July. So there you go.
You reckon we're loud now? You just wait till we do Drinking Quest.
Oh! We'll get to that in a minute. Oh! Peaking! Alright. Come on
Mate,
now.
that's because you're
soundboard.
going. Oh!
Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
That'll
Maybe
be
if you lowered your levels.
Lower my levels. Oh, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, well.
Glad to finally have a break and real life's not kicking me in the arse.
Oh, I tell you what, we almost pod crashed.
It's so close.
So close. 4 weeks. That was.
Goddamn reality fucking
Yeah.
with our podcast.
Yeah.
But we're back, and nothing to report really during our time off.
No.
The gaming industry didn't do anything.
Not really.
Not anything worth mentioning anyway.
A really shitty vampire game came out.
Oh,
That was pretty much it.
love it. Shall we press in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Press up.
It's the news. Bring, bring.
Hello.
News. News with Brad.
Yeah, so you guys don't have any
Not really.
news?
Reporting on my YouTube channel's reboot. It's gone well, mate. It's one month in the can as of pretty much today,
Nice.
and hitting the schedule all the time. It's nice steady views. Stage 2 will happen now, which is getting back on Machinima Realm and building the whole crew from there. So good times. That's all.
That's all? Are you
That's all
sure
my
that's
news.
all? You
That's
don't
all
have
it is.
any news about what's happening with the server and things
Ooh,
like that?
we do. Yeah, we do. So the BEYONDOPOLIS server, if you're a part of that on the internets, we're pulling that down. We're really, really sorry about it as well. We found that difficult to sort of focus on a lot of different things, and our focus now is on building our crew and getting the views.
You make it sound like some sort of hit squad.
Yeah, we're gonna build our crew, and then we'll be back out there on the streets, and you better not mess.
We'll be hustling cash.
Hustling cash. So yeah, we're just gonna focus
I want to focus on quality.
on the quality of our channels and
Apart from
building
me,
the audience, and
because I don't edit anything.
except for Bruce Uncut, we'll get to you in a minute. And then if shit goes well, then we'll think about putting the server back up. But there are so many amazing, dedicated Minecraft servers on the internet that we just can't compete with. And you know what? Go play on them. I know that sounds harsh, but they do such a better job. And I'll talk about that a bit later in Save State. But I think in terms of the quality of the server, yeah, it was good for a bit of community interaction and stuff. We'd much rather organise community gaming for recording content for the channels than just having a place where you guys can flap about and, you know, we're not really interacting. So we're pulling it down for the time being. We'll see how we go.
Really was affecting our output.
Yeah, true that. So that's all the news I've got there.
I've totally relaunched everything.
Yep.
my YouTube channel, my Twitter, my email address. I've relaunched the whole lot. There it is. One thing that is irritating me right now is when you start a new channel, regardless of your previous background with YouTube, you start from scratch.
Yeah.
So no more scheduling videos for me,
No.
which means daily I'm uploading videos.
Yeah. It doesn't take long though. Before you used to have to be, want to be a partner before they gave you any of that kind of stuff. But now thumbnails and scheduling sort of kicks in after a few videos have got some views and stuff. So it won't be long.
Cool.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's
back
good.
on the
So,
relaunch.
YouTube.com/Bruce Uncut and Bruce Uncut on the Twitters for his new action.
And my new approach is I'm going back to 1985 and not editing anything.
It's
1985.
welcome to
I don't
Raw
know
State.
Shot on Shidio.
Yeah. Everything's raw, no edits. You get everything,
Which is kind of good because,
including the pre-game conversation.
yes. Oh, fuck.
So if you play with Bruce, watch yourself.
So watch out for some worms where some interesting things happen, like a random episode of Kilmore talking shit and me taking a leak.
Oh, nice. That is kind of good because, like, if you do a crossover with, like, Spud's channel or my channel or whoever, ours are going to be tightened, cut down versions, and yours is going to be the whole play session. So
Exactly.
It's like the director's cut.
Yes.
That's right. Maybe,
But behind the scenes.
maybe I should have done Bruce Director's Cut.
Maybe.
Well, there's still time.
Well, there is.
Next
Maybe
week,
I'll relaunch.
Bruce will be relaunching again. Bruce's weekly relaunch.
This is the new thing I do. I relaunch every week.
Yeah, keep up. Keep up, people. Ugh.
Yeah. And yeah, I've only got. Well, I haven't got anything really exciting. I have made a new email address for myself.
Yeah.
For anyone who wants to contact with 8-bits related stuff.
Nice.
And that's what I put in the end.
8-bits Bradass.
Yes, 8bitsbrothers at Gmail.
So that's...
Because it took me a couple of tries to figure out Google's wonderful,
Oh, mate,
wonderful
Google.
interface.
Google is wonderful, isn't it? It's so fucking easy to use. Mate, that Hangout was a fucking horse. Jesus Christ.
Do you know what? Once
Google.
it was working, though, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it was fine, but this... Oh,
It didn't crash my computer, which was nice.
no, that is good. Oh, and that's it on the news front.
Save state! Bring! Hello!
Save state. What have we been playing this past month? I'd imagine heaps.
You, sir, are incorrect.
I ain't played shit. But I did. I played Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately since the 1.6.2 update came out. And, mate, holy shit. Minecraft. Good lord, it's good. The hypixel.net server with its mini games and stuff. They are so much fun.
Yeah.
Quake.
Quake.
The Hunger Games thing. Fucking the Spleef.
The
All of them.
spleef.
The Spleef.
Yeah.
So good. So much fun just to, jump in for half an hour and just have a fucking crack at all of them. Love it. So I've been playing a lot of that lately. Some of our community people have set up a Beyond Crack server, where it's basically vanilla Minecraft, except
It's hardcore.
it's pretty hardcore.
Health doesn't regenerate.
Health doesn't regenerate unless you got potions and apples. Ain't nobody got time for that, mate. I'm on like 2 hearts, and I go, I'm just gonna kill myself, and I just kill myself. And what else is there? That's it, isn't it? And it tallies your deaths, so you can go.
Yeah.
Jesus, Bruce, 31 deaths. What the fuck have you been doing, mate?
Oh, Saf and I decided to go into the Nether with no armor, just an iron sword, and fight pigmen.
Yeah.
Needless to say, it ended pretty quickly for us.
It's actually been really fun. I've been slowly, like in my spare time, just building up a little fortress to try and be safe to do my shit. It's still not there yet, but I'm enjoying it. I play a couple of hours every couple of days and just go, yeah.
I enjoy logging on and seeing how many more times Vlash has died since I was on there last. He's now at like 53. So.
Good lord, what is he doing?
I don't know. I don't think he knows anyway. He just logs in and dies.
Been playing some adventure maps and stuff, which you'll see on my channel, and yeah, so it's pretty much been a Minecraft month for me.
You're playing some with Daryl, I saw.
Yeah,
Nice.
we played the prequel to Herobrine's Revenge, or whatever, Returns, whatever it was. I played with Tron, Herobrine's Mansion, and that was good fun. And it was good to play with Daryl, and that sort of kicked off my, I would play with anyone. So I put out calls on Twitter whenever I jump into that server. I'm like, anybody wanna play with me?
Wow.
And usually if people join in, then I usually grab 4 or 5 and drag them into a Skype call so we can do that. So you can look out for some videos with who played with me? Keija, Daryl, Saf, Logan.
Who played with me, if you know what I'm saying.
Played with me. Guy called Psycho Dave. He was American. And Jack Silvex. He's a fucking genius at Minecraft, by the way. Won't even go there. He's got some God-given talents.
You just went there.
In the spleef world. Tell you what.
Spleefs.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. The end.
The end.
I was playing The Last of Us.
Yes, I reckon I've been waiting a month to hear your review of this game.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The end.
The end.
No, it's... Yeah, I mean, I look at all the perfect scores that's been getting. It's not like... it's real good. It's like...
So wait, you're telling us the world's full of liars?
The world's full of people who, because a game isn't horribly flawed, will give it a 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, anyone who doesn't know, you might not know because it's a PlayStation 3 exclusive. It's a post-apocalyptic, essentially zombie game, but
Okay.
the zombies are a result of a fungal infection.
Ah, that's
Like
right.
an
Yeah.
ant fungus.
I made the mistake of looking that up on Google's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Don't do that.
Get out there and do it now. Google ant fungus. See what you get. That's what you know!
But yeah, I mean, the gameplay is well. The AI is really dynamic, so things will change up. Like if you die and replay a section, things might go really differently. Yeah, I mean, the story's good, and I really liked it. But what it comes down to is it's a decent shooter with a story that is quite good.
Mm. It's also well acted too, isn't
It's
it?
it's really
which probably helps the writing.
Oh yeah, no. If the acting was shit, it would be terrible.
Yeah.
But no, it's really good. And interesting enough, the guy who plays Joel, the character you play as for a majority of the game, he's going to be the new Joker in Arkham Origins.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's not Willem Dafoe then.
it was never Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Where am I pulling that from? I thought it
don't-
was Juno Chick and Willem Dafoe.
That's Beyond Two Souls.
Never mind, people.
I get shit.
I'm Willem Dafoe. I'm in the video games. I'm also under your bed.
Jesus.
That guy has a face that doesn't quit, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't know why I decided to do my Willem Dafoe. There you go. But no, I mean, if you have a PlayStation 3, you really owe yourself this game.
Okay.
Now, without doing any spoilers or anything,
And this is a game. It's pretty hard to spoil, but anything I did spoil would be big things. So yeah, be careful.
without spoiling it, how did you find the ending? Because there's been a bit of mixed review on internet.
I was fine with it.
Had a stroke.
It
then.
wasn't. It didn't get me like the Walking Dead ending got me.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are having problems with it, or
It seems like,
calling it the best thing ever, because It's really neither of those things. And
Yeah.
and if you like, I'll talk to you about it after we in the spoiler free zone.
Yeah, the I think people are. It's like you said. It's a good, well-made game, and people are going, put it up there. This is the new benchmark.
You know what? This I reckon every argument I made with BioShock Infinite,
Yeah.
I can make with The Last of Us.
Okay.
Except the combat doesn't really. The combat's really great in The Last of Us. It doesn't bog down like BioShock.
How does it work with your Juno chick?
She
sidekick wandering
is.
about.
You know, I thought Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite was the greatest AI partner. Ellie is so much better.
Yeah.
She's so useful. She will actually save. She will save you, and it is great.
Awesome. Freaking hell! Do you want to star rate it?
Star rated? Oh, easy 4. Easy 4.
See that?
An easy
That's-
4.
You don't have to give it a perfect 5 just because it's not shit.
I did have a couple of wonderful glitches.
Oh, well,
Excellent.
there you go. It can't be a 5. It's got bugs in it.
Both I didn't have any technical gameplay glitches. These were both the two glitches that I caught were both graphical things. There's a scene. This isn't a spoiler, by the way, because everyone's seen it in the trailer. There's a scene where you're riding a horse, and you're riding
A horse isn't a glitch, by the way.
I'm
the
a
horse is not the glitch.
They're an actual
The fact that the horse was in the hole is a glitch.
The horses are in fact programmed into the game. They didn't just
glitch their way in. Fucking horse! What the fuck?
why am I here? But at one point you ride it. This is during a cutscene. All the cutscenes are. I think all the cutscenes are in engine because everything looks bloody gorgeous. They rode away on the horse, but the horse disappeared, so they just galloped away on nothing. They galloped away in the air, and then the horse reappeared back at its starting position. And I was looking at this horse with no riders, and they're just riding off on nothing. I don't know.
That would be amazing if that was the dramatic ending.
It-
Riding into the sunset.
It was the
And the
dramatic
horse
ending of
disappears.
one of the chapters.
Horse fell in a hole, got
there
back
was
out.
there was that one. There was the popping giraffe. Like at one point, Ellie's going, "Oh my god, look at that!" And I'm like, "There's nothing." And then this giraffe popped into the screen. I was like, "Oh fucking giraffe!"
giraffe!
Oh no, my bullets.
Oh, that's funny.
Brad's new nemesis, the random giraffe.
Yeah, popping giraffe.
Pop and drag.
So
Pop and drag.
and the last one was during the last section. I got killed, and all the textures apart from the characters went away. So I was like, I have died and fallen to Tron.
Wow, that's amazing. That's some pretty epic glitches for such a game.
Especially in cutscenes.
Yeah, I mean the only one that wasn't really in a cutscene was the popping giraffe.
Look at that. What are you talking about, girl? Whatever noise they make, I don't know.
Just sticks its tongue out at you.
But yeah, despite that, like those were all hilarious. I like nothing. Oh no, actually no, I did have one gameplay glitch. I tell a lie. There's the first section where you have to find a plank or a wooden thing for Ellie to float on because she can't swim. So you can go in the water, swim around, find this plank for her, bring it over to her. She gets on. I didn't realise that you were supposed to bring it to a certain spot, sort of in the middle of the water. I mean, it was obvious when I figured it. Well, it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, that's obvious. But I went all the way through to the other end, and then I couldn't turn around, and I couldn't let go of the plank to move to another side so I could push it. So I essentially pushed it all the way to the end and was stuck there.
Oops.
Video games, they're not movies.
They sure aren't. But despite those things, and like that one's the only one that annoyed me because I had to restart the section.
Yeah.
I still I stand by it. I have 4, and you like if you have a PlayStation 3, you need this game.
There's been moments I've walked past it in like JBs and stuff and gone,
Well, guess
Should
what?
I-
You
should
better
I-
get it now.
I'll tell you what. When it comes down to like $50,
yeah.
grab it.
Speaking of glitches, before we get on to you, I grabbed XCOM on the iPad. And it glitched out a storm, and I haven't opened it since.
Oh,
The first time I watched the whole opening cutscene, looks great. I'm like, fucking sweet, look at it go, fucking video game on my iPad. Got into the menu, started a mission, and it crashed. I'm like, oh, well, I'll try again. I got halfway through the first mission and it crashed again, and I'm like, oh, I ain't got time for this. I don't know. It's not. I had a quick Google to see if I just caught it when it just come out and it might have needed some patches or some shit. No, I'm like, oh. And during my Google, I got angry because I realised it's been out on Mac since fucking April. Could have been clicking away.
well, that's
what happens
only
when you have a Mac.
one person's fault.
That is a me problem. I do
You
understand.
had one job.
Yep. So anyway,
Just quickly before we move on to Bruce, I noticed that Deadly Premonition got greenlit on Steam. The director's cut. Yeah.
Exciting.
Do 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 do.
Oh dear.
FK in the coffee.
something's happened to Brad's brain, and we'll be back.
And it's all what's that guy's? What's the guy? It's all Sweary's fault.
Okay.
What the fuck?
This is what's happening to your brain.
We can just watch Iwata look at bananas. Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, there you go. Brucey.
I've been playing a few things actually. Been playing Orcs Must Die 2.
I've been watching you.
I've been watching.
Minecraft
On the YouTubes. No.
No. What? That's the guy outside my window.
Yeah, play it. Traps. I don't know. It looks like so much fun.
It is. It's great fun. So it's obviously the combination of tower defense and the first person bit where you lay all your traps and then sit there and try and kill the orcs yourself and use your traps to help you defend areas. It gets pretty intense.
Yeah, you guys have been...
Spud and I are at a level now that's fucked.
Could it be that your strategy is just flawed?
You'll see when we get there.
The one I watched last, you were putting... There's two points they could come in and one choke point. And you put all these traps on one side. And Spud's like putting all these traps over here. And they're spawning from the other one. It's like, oh, no, over there! And then the next round comes, it's like, gotta put some more traps over here. What are you doing?
Meanwhile, I'm down at the choke point waiting for shit to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Nah, some of the maps where we're at now, there's portals and shit, so...
Wow.
And they just come from everywhere, so sometimes there isn't a choke point to defend.
Is there a maximum amount of players you can play with?
No idea. No idea. Spud's like, let's play this. I'm like, alright, let's do it.
Have you played with more than just two of you?
No.
Ooh.
So
I imagine the
get some
difficulty
more.
ramps the more people join in, but...
I suspect what'll probably happen maybe is the amount of turns go. So a lot of the maps, you get like 12 waves.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're getting now. So whether either the monsters increase, and obviously as the waves increase, the monsters increase. Yeah. But yeah, so I've been playing that. I've been playing Minecraft.
You've been in the Beyond crack as well?
Been in Beyond Crack.
I've noticed the mine that I'm working in still has minerals, so you're obviously not on my side of the map, because I imagine there's a part of the map somewhere that's hollow.
Actually, no.
Oh.
We've been focused on finding shit in the nether and killing pigmen. It was actually quite fun, Saf and I trying to go through the portal and look for a pigman and then beat the pigman, kill him, and then turn around and have like 10 other pigmen chasing you going,
Jeez.
oh, jeez. And they hit you like twice and you're dead.
I found that because it's the American server that we used to be on, I can't engage in battle with anything because like I'm swing, and I'll get hit twice before it acknowledges that I've actually...
So, So here's a piece of information you probably didn't know. Our server wasn't in America.
Well,
It was in Europe.
okay. Was that a good or bad thing?
Either way, it was bad. So if you're getting the same lag, I suspect the Minecraft one is in Europe too.
Okay.
I don't get that lag. So
It's not... Do you get that, you know, like every now and again a block you smashes, disappears, then comes back,
No.
and then disappears again?
No.
I get that. That's what I get.
We did have an issue where the map did get corrupt on the Beyond, and mobs were just falling through a chunk that hadn't loaded,
Wow.
and it just lagged the server out massively. What else have I been playing?
Oh, mate.
I don't remember, but they're the two main things I've been playing. Oh, I played some Worms the other day.
That's what you were playing?
Yeah, Orcs Must Die. Those elementals
All
are.
these buttons to push that I fucking don't even bother. Stay up all night putting together these videos. Don't even use them.
Don't even care.
Son of a bitch.
Those flyers are really irritating.
It's such a cool looking game as well. I didn't think I'd be into it.
Yeah.
But,
And
I don't
what you're seeing there is the gameplay. It's not a cutscene.
yeah, I remember seeing Orcs Must Die, the first one, ages ago, and not being that into it. Do you know how much they've changed since the first one?
I haven't played the first one, so
Okay.
no idea.
Sweet. Yeah, cool. I'll do.
Oh, that's right. I would actually. The other game that I lost my life to this month is
It's The Last of Us. Here it is.
There's Last of Us. That was
Left 4 Dead maps.
yeah, yeah, they kind of were. But I've been playing the shit out of Rogue Legacy.
Oh. What's that?
It's a 2D platforming sort of it kind of plays like Castlevania.
Okay.
But it's really hard, and when you die, it's got permadeath. So when you die, you get a new character who is your heir,
Okay.
and any gold that you collected from the map,
They've inherited.
they've inherited it.
That's nice.
Yeah, and you use that to buy upgrades and equipment, and then
You've got to start at the beginning.
no, because the map is randomly generated like Diablo map.
Oh.
So you go back into you go back in the castle. You have to give the gatekeeper all your money that you didn't spend on upgrades,
Yeah.
and you go into a random dungeon again, and
And do it again until you die and you're here.
yeah,
comes out.
and you eventually level up to a point where you can go in and beat the boss.
Yeah.
And play. Yeah, then you played more game.
and then game happens.
And then game happens, and there's the castle, there's the forest to the left, there's the tower up the top, and the dungeon beneath, and each one of those is harder. And you just roam around and
So every time you die, it's a chance to upgrade your character. And
Yeah.
then... Cool.
unlock new classes. And,
Yeah.
So you pretty much go through until you die before you get upgrades.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like sometimes you're just doing like cash runs, just trying to get as much cash as you can.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're like, there we go. Got my gold.
Pretty much.
Sweet.
But yeah,
But
we were playing the new Worms, which is shiny because you've got water bombs and stuff now. Drown worms and
Oh.
So you throw
a water bomb and it would wash them off the terrain and stuff
wow.
like that.
Fucking worms.
So yeah,
Team 17. Is it,
Gary.
is it good yet?
yeah, it is.
Those horses.
I think they're the whole, aren't they?
Yeah, a bit of both.
Between
Got
them and
Jason
Blizzard.
saying horse as well. I got him playing Minecraft, which I'll talk about later. But he did a review of it. He's been really excited about this device that he can turn his computer into Minority Report. So it's a little device you put down there, and then you just do this.
Yeah.
I've never been convinced, but he's all about editing using foot pedals and no hands and shit. Like he's crazy. Anyway, he gets this thing and he's trying to set it up, and he's like, fucking horse. I'm like, yeah, it's a thing now. Anyway, let's move on.
It's too long.
Oh, it's tense though. You can hear it.
Quickfire hype.
Welcome to Quickfire Hype.
The intro goes for 8 minutes.
Anyway, yeah, but before we do our quickfire hypes, hashtag 8bits live. Forgot to mention that at the beginning on the Twitters, and we'll put you in the sandbag at the end of the show. If you have any questions, ask us on there. If you're hyped about stuff, put it on there and do your thing.
Tell us the things, because we want to know things.
All of the things. Thanks.
We tell you things, so how about you tell us some things?
There you go. Hashtag
Quid pro quo, hilarious. Has anyone been watching that new Hannibal show?
No.
There's a Hannibal show now.
It was on Channel 7. It just finished, I think. The last episode was a couple of weeks ago. Fuck, it's good.
Oh, really?
The bad guy from Casino Royale.
Yes.
That guy, the poker guy with the scar, he's Hannibal.
Oh.
And he does a fucking great job.
Nice. Cool. Is it called Hannibal?
It's called Hannibal.
That makes it really easy to torrent.
What the fuck is it?
To get it for nothing.
Speaking of TV shows, The Newsroom. I just finished the first season of that.
I really want to see that.
Fuck me. So good. I'll put it on a goddamn thumb drive if
you had one.
If I had one, that would work on a PC too. For you.
Well, I'll bring my USB next time.
It's, I really loved it.
How big is it? You can put it on my iPhone.
These are things you can do. What?
I mean, no, none of that. That would be bad. And against the law.
We've already watched it for free on television that we pay for. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I guess.
So I downloaded what I want. What are you gonna do? Anyway,
you can store your backups on my iPhone.
That's right. Quickfire hypes. Do you want me to play the intro again? No, it's too long.
No. You have to give me the pad because I can't remember what they were. Okay, Incognita is a turn-based stealth game by the guys who made Mark the Ninja.
Oh, okay.
It looks cool. Walking Dead 400 Days. It's out. I have it. I have it, and I wasn't even aware.
When you guys leave today, I'm going to finish episodes 4 and 5.
Wow. Yeah, you really need to.
Because, fuck, I'm way behind.
Yeah, because I've got the version I've got on Steam was the season pass because I bought it for so cheap, and I was like, that's right.
Oh my god, my Steam's gonna update it. Fuck.
It's only like 400 meg.
So that's right.
Outlast is that game where you run away from people in the asylum.
Yeah.
That is exciting. Actually, there's a lot of horror games on here. Another thing about it. Fear Online.
Oh.
Remember Fear, that shooter?
With the little girl.
Yeah, that's the one. There's an online version now.
Wow.
Or coming out.
Can I be the little girl?
I don't. Maybe? I don't know.
Jump into their comms, hear them scream.
And Daylight is a procedurally generated horror first-person adventure game. You're basically you're in an abandoned hospital. I think the idea is you're urban. You're that new urban exploration kind of stuff, and that all goes wrong, and it looks really creepy. Yeah.
Bruce. With my list.
I've got Maz's list again. Why? Because I made my list before he did.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I've got the new Super Luigi U. It's more of the same, but I like those. So.
Except with that stupid fucking thing that I keep talking about every time we bring that up.
One thing about that, I'll just mention it. The levels, you start in with only 100 seconds to do them, and the levels are shorter. Apparently, it's a good thing. I wasn't convinced, but it's kind of like, here you go, I can speedrun this cunt. And he's a slippery motherfucker. Apparently, it's really quite difficult to control. I'm excited about it. It's out now, but I'm waiting for physical copies because I'm like that.
And that's the way it is.
Oh,
that's the way it is.
Mario Kart 8. I didn't realise we were at fucking 8. But
I'm so hard for this game.
I looked at it, I watched it, I'm like, oh my god.
I'm so excited. It's just, just stop it.
I'm still not going to buy a Wii U, but I will be around here playing it constantly.
Yeah. Mate, get a Wii U so we can play online. Beat some Koreans.
No one wants.
I will when they have more than 4
games.
Battlefield 4, that looks shiny as shit.
Saw the thing you posted about the new battle log action and looking at the map from your phone and stuff and picking your next game without leaving your game and shit. That looks...
Yeah, like there's the commander element where you can log in on from your phone and issue orders and stuff like that. So It's going to bring a new element back. Rome 2.
No.
And
Nick is dreading the day that comes out.
yeah, that's going to end a lot of people's lives.
Is that a civilization type game? Or what?
Yeah, kind of.
With more of a conflict focus.
And Might and Magic 10 Legacy.
Now I saw that. Was an Origins or something for pre-order or GOG?
Yeah, so it's on GOG, I think, for pre-order.
Yeah, that must be where I saw it.
And yeah, I think it's going to be.
I'd be interested in a nice big RPG that isn't
and
Elder Scrolls.
Might and Magic have
different.
always done a really good job with all of their games.
They tend, yeah.
Graphically, they're not, and they're not designed to
They're
be that
deep
way.
as fuck, though, aren't
but
they?
they're deep as shit. So you have your party of 4 and you build your characters and away you go. I think I'm going to lose some time in that.
Good. Let's move on to what we're most excited about here.
You have no ups. Exactly.
I couldn't hear because Sonic was spinning like fuck for maximum hype.
Same hypes. For us.
Same
Yeah,
hypes.
same hypes. I had a quick look and I'm like, there's nothing new.
Nothing new, yeah.
I'll go first on the maximum hype though,
Sure.
because holy shit, am I excited! Army Krog. Anybody?
What?
Army Krog is.
Excuse you.
What you call me? It's a brand new adventure game made entirely out of play from the creators of the Neverhood,
Oh, the Neverhood was great.
which was fucking amazing. Get it if you can. It's not on GOG at the moment, but there is a large thread in the request a game section in the community wish list asking for them to re-release that. But anyway, this was a Kickstarter project by the people who made the Neverhood, who wanted very much to do another game in
It's
that
like
style.
Gumby meets Earthworm Jim.
It is the same artist as Earthworm Jim, and it's made of clay, so you're absolutely correct.
You couldn't be more right.
Yep, that's right. If you play the Neverhood, it's a point-and-click puzzle game. Beautiful shit, with cutscenes like this that you're seeing now if you're watching our video. It had more than 18,000 backers for this. It raised almost $974,600. It's going to be released on Windows, Mac, and Linux. And because they reached their stretch goal, Wii U as well. There's some Earthworm Jim footage there. There's the Neverhood, and there's some people talking about it. So yeah,
Until they come back to us for like, wait, what?
what happened to us? Oh my god, what am I doing in the back? You can still donate on their website. Yeah, the Kickstarter's done now. They're making this game. It's going to be released next year. You can still donate on their website, armykrog.com, and you still receive kickback rewards like shirts and physical copies of the game and that kind of thing. But holy hell, am I excited! It's got the same Terry what's his face doing the weird music. If you remember the
Something's happened to Maz's brain.
I remember the music. I don't remember who did it.
yeah, his name is Terry something. I downloaded his soundtracks so many times with Napster. It was not even funny.
That was before Lars Ulrich
Ruined everything.
For Metallica, shut them down.
He stepped down from his onyx throne and said, "No more."
So what?
My lifestyle means my death style. That's the worst line I've ever heard in a song.
Fucking Metallica, Jesus Christ! What happened? They stopped
They
drinking
got-
and taking drugs.
They
That's
got
what happened.
old, but they got old, rich,
Got old
and
went
sober.
Mainstream.
Yeah, that's the problem. Army Krog. Fucking.
I like it. I like it.
I'm very excited. It can't come out quick enough for me. And just before, like, it must have been in the ether, because like 3 or 4 days before I saw this on Kickstarter, I was like, man, I want to play the Neverhood again. Where the hell?
I would buy that on GOG so quick.
I know. That's the first thing I did last night was go, are you available on GOG? No.
As great as GOG is, sometimes you look for something and you're like, oh,
It's like,
I
get your
can't
shit
believe you're
together.
not here.
Yeah.
So why do you have Phantasmagoria 2 and not the Neverhood?
Yeah. You have one job, GOG, and you're not doing it.
Well,
Well, no, they're doing a very good job.
Not good enough. Not good enough.
Get home, go to GOG. We are shut down because Maz said we are not doing a good job.
Your account has been banned.
My Duke Nukem's. We should interview them. And it's like, we've only got one question. The Neverhood.
Where the fuck
What
is
the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is the Neverhood?
This interview is over.
Done.
Join us next week when we speak to GOG again. Where the fuck is it?
This interview is over. I'm sorry. GOG is unavailable right now. All of our operators are currently busy.
Army Krog. So hyped.
Yeah.
GOG don't have Discworld either, apparently, according to Gekrin.
Aww.
That makes me thirsty. I'm having a break to get thirst quenching business.
Yeah. We're due for a break after this, aren't we?
I'd climb over you, but oh wait. Why don't you talk about another game I'm excited about?
So, I really am Maz this week. I'm not really.
I was about to say, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's too late.
Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. It's
a direct sequel.
It's a direct sequel
to that
of
fucked game.
my favourite game in the world. Well, one of. I loved this one.
Bruce is just going to watch the video now.
yeah,
So if
I
you're
am.
listening to on iTunes, just wait
I'm
a moment.
watching the
We'll
video,
We'll
so-
be right back.
Every time I watch this video, it makes me happy.
It looks bloody amazing. They've kept the same art style as the SNES version, given it a bit of a 3D business.
I'm not sure how I feel about that, though.
I don't like it.
I'm like Link Gone Paper Mario.
Yeah,
Nah.
Paper Legend of Zelda would be great. What are you talking about?
maybe. But then again, you know, like, Zelda games have always been about that one new gimmick, like the Minish Cap, or
Yeah.
a boat, or
So the new
a train.
the new gimmick is Paper Mario.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it will be great. I don't know.
I think it's
for
a bit
some
jarring
reason
to
I
see. It's
feel
like
a bit apprehensive about it. I know what's going to happen. I'll be fighting
Mate.
a boss, and then I'll go all paper,
Yeah.
and be like, "What am I doing?"
Mate, Nintendo are doing something different.
Deal with it.
Just let them do it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I think that's kind of the thing, though. We so fond of the SNES version. I mean, for you especially, but I mean, even for me, like the first time I played it was 2 years ago, and we still haven't finished it. But you're just going, well, if you're making a sequel and it's on DS and it's new and it's 3D, you don't need to change anything else. Like we have a tendency.
If there's one thing Nintendo need to change is bloody Legend of Zelda.
That's what, with the next console release, the director of it is going, we need to take a different look at this franchise and change it up. No more just
guess
get a
what
hookshot,
won't
get a
happen?
thing. Well, I don't know.
Nintendo are so bloody scared of changing anything.
Yeah. But I think there's part...
It's like the only customers they got left are they you know,
Are they?
their core people like you, Maz, who will buy Nintendo no matter what.
That's right.
I
They
feel
could
like that's a false...
they could stamp Nintendo on a bus, and you'd go and buy it.
Yeah,
It's
well,
a new Nintendo bus.
true that. But I think that's a bit of a generalisation. I don't think that's the case.
I like the monumental fuck up that was the Wii U release. And I'm not saying the technology is bad. I wouldn't say that. But
We're still waiting for games.
We're still waiting for games. Half the people didn't actually know it was a new console. Did you hear about that?
No.
No one knew it was a new console. They all thought it was a peripheral for the
an
for the
add-in.
Wii.
That makes sense.
They thought the Wii U they were just selling the actual.
Yeah, it was just a gamepad for your
and
Wii.
you didn't have to buy a Wii U. You just bought the gamepad.
What is that game?
I wonder
so
how many
expensive?
people went out and actually just bought the gamepad and went home and went,
What
what the
It
hell?
is an interesting thing. It was a strange idea to maintain the same name as the previous console. That is very odd.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
But that's the Nintendo Nintendo haven't had a console as successful as the Wii since the SNES. That's I don't think they knew what the hell to do with it.
I think they should focus on handheld mobile gaming.
I think they're doing fine.
Not necessarily console.
They're not doing
I think the fact that they're still here, they haven't seaged and stuff.
But they're still here because of their handheld.
yeah.
If they didn't have the DS, they'd be in all kinds of holes with horses.
Mm.
That's the only thing that's stopping their horse from falling in a hole is their DS.
Why they released a console that's as powerful as consoles that have been out for 5 years? That's a bad idea.
I disagree. I don't think. I think there's, you know, the power of the console makes games look pretty. Blah blah blah. You know, I couldn't give a shit about that. I still haven't bought any more games on my Xbox.
But then they don't release games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they release games that, well, when they do, they release games that I'm interested in getting, and there's more than me on the planet. These are the facts. And Xbox,
really?
Xbox hasn't released.
Brad and I just go.
Xbox hasn't released anything that I want, bar Banjo-Kazooie, that I can't get on my computer or PlayStation. So for me, Xbox is a piece of shit, and I know that's not a fact, but that's my opinion of it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of Nintendo is shit on the internet by people with Twitter accounts, and I don't think necessarily half of it is as bad as people say it is.
I'm not saying Nintendo shit. I'm saying Nintendo should stop the console war, or
They
the
have.
console
They stopped
pass.
it years
But
ago.
I don't think they should develop another console anymore. I think they should just focus on their handheld stuff.
I disagree. I get far more enjoyment out of my console than I do my DS. Always have, always will. Unless the DS gets bigger.
Walking around with a 17-inch monitor handheld.
This has defeated every purpose.
Becomes VR.
Yeah.
Maz is running down the street, jumping, pretending to hit coins.
And no, Nintendo used to be innovators, and now they're not.
I disagree. I fail to see...
They keep putting out the same game.
I fail to see where PlayStation and Xbox are innovating more than Nintendo. That'll do me. So Bruce is excited about The Legend of Zelda, despite it being the same game with Paper Mario in it.
Oh. See that thing I said?
I mean, and I don't care. It's because it's a sequel to
I think it'd be great.
something that was awesome. And
But all of the Zelda games,
Despite
their lack of...
Zelda is my favourite Nintendo franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all great. They've all got lots of gameplay in them, side quests and stuff. They're
they
all
suck
great
you
games.
in. They're all great. And I don't think, really, have they done a bad Zelda?
Skyward Sword was not great.
Says a man who's never played it.
Mate, have you finished it yet?
Mate, I haven't got past the tutorial.
Well, there we go. There we go. I don't need to play it.
I guess that's a good point, because for you to not go past the tutorial means...
The reason that I stopped playing it is because I couldn't be fucked recording it. And that's the only reason.
So would you play it if you weren't recording it?
Yeah, I would.
Why don't you then?
Why don't you?
Well, I will. That'll be in my save state. 2 weeks. It won't be. But it might be. But it won't be.
Maybe I'll come round and we'll sit there and play it one day.
We'll get to it in the sandbag. I've got a comment about it. So
Alright, we'll do that then.
I was trying to think, were there any other ones? We won't count the NES ones.
I think there was Zelda
Zelda 2 was interesting.
There were stronger ones.
I mean, look at Zelda 2. A completely different game.
Zelda 2.
Yeah, Link's Awakening.
Oh yeah, fuck. A massive misstep.
Not really. I don't think so.
Game.
Because they try, apart from that guy who says "I am error."
Apparently,
But-
there was another dude who says "I am bug."
Oh, there you go.
So it was a in joke. It's
Well,
not
a
it's
good
not
one.
even no. But in Japanese, something.
They would have found it hilarious.
Yeah.
But I liked that. They went a completely different way with it.
You know, there's Ocarina, Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask was good.
Majora's Mask was
Different?
different. Yeah.
Arguably, I haven't played these two, but you might have, Bruce. Seasons and Ages on the Game Boy are supposed to be the best Zelda games that have been made.
Seasons. Haven't played Ages.
It's
And
essentially
I played it.
Pokemon Blue and Red.
I played it
is kind of what they
fucking long time ago. Maybe I might try and find it.
It's on the eShop now, so you can get it on your DS.
Yeah. I need to go and buy a new DS while we're on that.
Yeah, I need the extra large one. So we get back into Animal Crossing. That motherfucker. Anyway,
we'll talk about that off
Twilight
show.
Princess was forgettable, but it was interesting, dark.
But that's the problem. Though. I don't want a forgettable Zelda.
No.
I want a good one.
As we get older and we get far more difficult for us to please us,
I think, yeah.
Because
we're going to end up going
we
back
run
and
that line
playing-
of don't fuck with our nostalgia, but we want something different.
I'm
I'm
way past the nostalgia phase. I just want
Really?
something different. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still
Nostalgia does me is no use to me.
For me, it's like Lilac Wars or Star Fox 64. I want that.
I would
I
like
want that again with new graphics.
But-
just fucking that.
But it's been
new levels.
How long's it been? What was Lilac Wars was on the 64.
Yeah,
We're 3 consoles now.
yeah,
Give us another one.
yeah.
That's okay.
yeah.
That is okay. I'm fine with that.
I'm so thirsty. I'm gonna push us onto Brad's.
Okay. My maximum hype is for the prospect of jumping ship to PC.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it, considering it very strongly.
Should do it.
If I have the money, I will
that's
do
the
so.
thing.
And is that kind of the only gate stopping you? Is you're gonna have to buy a high-end computer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And,
don't really have to buy a high-end, but it does
Well, you can
come down
build
to,
build a high-end computer.
It might not be a problem in a bit.
Yeah.
What's going on? Are you selling your body?
Yes. Yes.
What he's referring to is your bank account might be empty soon, and his will be full.
Oh. Full is a strong word.
What-
We're talking about my bank account.
Wait, what?
Mate, you can have my
$2.
negative money.
You can have my debt. Take it all.
Take all the debt.
And I will
But no, yeah, I can't see any reason to buy the new consoles at all, honestly.
It's only those exclusive titles, isn't it, that are holding us back?
And nothing really makes me...
No.
Nothing...
You give it a bit of time, it'll be on GOG.
Yeah.
Or will it?
It'd fucking
I mean, pretty much everything that was exciting on the Xbox One game side of things everything that interested me, which is pretty much
Will be out on
everything apart from the
360.
sports and racing games, will be out on PC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
And or if I'm desperate, Xbox 360, because it's not going to look as good, but whatever. And pretty much the same thing for PS4. I mean, I can't think of... If anyone can think of an exclusive title that might be worth buying one of the new consoles for, send it through, because I am struggling. Because I mean, I could buy a cool PC and buy a decent television.
Yeah.
Hook it in there.
Yeah.
And away you go.
And also, multiplayer becomes far easier
Multiplayer becomes
because everybody got a
easier.
PC. Yeah. No, it's a really good point. Just a side note on
no paying fucking monthly fees for anything.
That's right. Just a side note on what you said about get it on Xbox if you're desperate because you don't really care about looks. That seems to be something of, our generation, people who've grown up from the NES where we had 8 bits to play with.
I used to look at blocks.
Yeah.
I used to
Now fucking
do you know what,
anything looks good.
do you know what I'd play?
compared to
Do you
where
know
we
what
came
I'd play now for hours? Fucking Breakout.
It's good, isn't it? Fucking Breakout.
Best
It's one of
game.
my favourite games ever.
It is literally blocks.
But it's the people who came in the sort of PlayStation 2 era who are like, I'm not playing that, it looks shit.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, well, that's not really what games are about, mate.
I remember when
Well, that's what their gaming is about.
Yeah.
I won't say names, but when
That mother.
when Stealth Bus's nephew came around and we were playing Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 looks amazing.
Yeah.
And he's like, shit, looks like shit. I'm like, no, mate.
Yeah.
These graphics are bad. No, they're fucking fantastic.
Yeah. It's... Yeah.
No respect for good games.
I just... They've got sort of tunnel vision in terms of how does it look before anything else. It's like, look at that cutscene, mate. It's fucking sweet.
Of course.
Come on now.
You know what? If you've got eye-catching graphics,
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. But it's not the be-all and end-all.
I mean, but before we had the interview, which will come up later in the show, I was watching some stuff on The Witcher 3.
Yep.
So, an interview, I think it was an Angry Joe interview, and my dick was so hard.
We were sitting there, I was into, and yeah, like Brad sitting there with no pants. He's like, and I just watched Witcher 3, so I'm hard as so hard.
Oh dear.
That game looks amazing. I would like it now, please. And I want it on PC because it will look even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would take a lot of the older games that we used to play over any of the new games.
Absolutely.
Any day.
And here's the other thing: PC, Steam sale, rebuild my Xbox 360 catalog in like $50.
Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
Steam sale. Brad is bankrupt.
But happy as.
But happy as fuck.
Wouldn't need to go anywhere. Yep. PC.
Deadly Premonition. All fine. Everything's great.
All the things. You can have all the things.
Excellent. Have we reached the end of that?
I could probably ramble about how Nintendo is bad, but you're not going to enjoy that.
That is not the segment. We'll add that segment if you like.
Nintendo is bad
segment. Shall we take a short break before we move to the next segment?
Yeah, really short.
So don't forget to check us out on
the
Facebook
business. It's a thing. We're on Facebook.
We've
got a community page. We've got a community page. extremebeyond.engine.com. Join forums and stuff. It's getting a complete rebuild. I'll talk about that a bit later on.
Would it be? I was wondering with the 8-bits page. Would it be worth? Can we put a forum on that? Is that a thing we can even do?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
These are correct answers. What?
These are correct answers to questions no one asked.
Yes, we're on 8bits.com and facebook.com/8bitspodcast for all the stuff related to the thing you're listening or watching to and for. See you after the break! 8bits Podcast will be right back. For show notes and video supplements of everything we discuss on the show, head to 8bitspodcast.com. And the discussion doesn't end with just our opinions. Have a say at facebook.com/8bitspodcast, and we could feature you in the SANDBAG segment in a future episode. This show isn't possible without people like this week's magnificent sponsors. To sponsor a show, head to 8bitspodcast.com, and we will forever love you all over the face and hands. And sponsoring isn't the only way you can help the 8bits fellas out. Head to the podcast on iTunes and rate us some stars and review the show. Every little helps. 8bits Podcast is recorded live on the internet, and if you want to be there when it all goes down, jump on the Facebook page or show notes of this episode for our Twitter details. Oh, welcome back to the 8bits Podcast. It's a happening thing. Let's check us all out on the internet, shall we? I'm Extreme Beyond on Twitter and YouTube. Oh yeah. Bruce is Bruce Uncut on Twitter and YouTube. It's a penis thing.
It is.
I hear. Bradadas is the Bradadas on Twitter. There's an underscore. The underscore Bradadas.
I'll have to put my YouTube up there pretty soon.
I'm so excited.
I'm into man.
I'm getting your avatar, mate. I'm doing it. Welcome back. We are a thing on the internet as well at 8bitspodcast.com and facebook.com/8bitspodcast. Please tweet us at #8bitslive. There is still time to tell us things, ask the questions, and...
Somebody get in there other than Brad. And Gekron.
And Bradadas, yeah, fucking hell, Gekron. And Bradadas would like to know exclusive titles on the next gen consoles that are worth making you buy that motherfucker.
Yeah,
so
I do.
that is the thing.
Otherwise, he's going to buy a PC.
Otherwise, yeah, he's gonna say, "Ain't nobody got time for that." Dice Master.
Yeah.
Dice Master. Over to you, Bread.
Okay, so first thing, we had a second session of 8-bit Skype RPG.
Oh yeah.
Playing Call of Cthulhu, and we actually managed to record it this time.
That's so
On 3 accounts.
so erect.
Yeah, we recorded it 3 times, so that's good.
Safety's business.
So I will find out how my recording went because I haven't listened to it yet. If it's half decent, I will edit it down and make a video for the YouTubes.
Oh yeah.
If not, I've got Bruce's recording.
Failing that.
Spider has recorded it as well and is going to do a proper video, because my video would just be titles, audio with a picture to look at, basically.
I like that. I think that it'd be a good thing to listen to as like a kind of podcast thing.
Yeah, it'd be
in the background as you play Minecraft or do something.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be a pseudo podcast action. Just quickly before I go into what I wanted to talk about today, new stuff that came out recently that I'm excited about. Brucey sent us a link. He linked it on the Facebook page. Dark Heresy Warhammer 40k 2nd edition RPG has a beta version out. It's weird how it's by Fantasy Flight Games, and it's weird how Fantasy Flight do their, like, you pay $20 for the beta version, but I did read in the description, or the descriptity, to steal something from Daryl.
That's right, Daryl. It's not yours anymore.
I'm a thief. You get a $20 certificate towards the actual which will probably be $30, I'd say.
Yeah,
which is usually what their core books cost.
So it's interesting the way they've done it. I've not seen that before, but
I've got the first edition Dark Heresy book, and it's quite good. Like, I'd play it. It's playable, definitely. But they've released like 4 other 40k RPGs since then, and looks like they're going back and rejiggering.
Back to
Now, why that excites me is because I really hope they go back to Warhammer Fantasy and do a version that doesn't use those dice.
Those dice are fucked.
Anyone who's seen the new edition of Warhammer Fantasy RPG, it was such an interesting idea because it's almost a board game, but it is the hardest game to teach I've ever seen. You need days. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful package. Like, the actual game comes in this massive box.
It's just so damn complicated.
It's just there's so many pieces and they interact in so many weird ways, and I just want to play an RPG.
Descent version 1.
No,
Worse than?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's also an RPG.
Oh Jesus!
Here's
how you build your character.
There's so many. Yeah.
And you got it right.
You know what? It's probably simpler than it seems, but you just need to dig and get to the roots of things.
I'm sure once you understand it, you're okay. It's just
like it's a really interesting idea because you've got you've got your cards that tell you everything you can do, and there's a card that says, "I do something that's not on a card," and I thought that's really that's really
good.
That's good because I found when we were playing 4th edition D&D, you get very stuck in your powers. Like, these are the things I can do, and it really, like, no one was like doing weird things in the environment. No one was swinging on chandeliers. No one was doing anything no one was doing anything really like from a cool fantasy movie because you looked at your cards.
At your powers and you're like, can't do that.
Yeah.
But this, you've got a card that says, I do whatever the fuck I want. I swing on a chandelier.
It's like
Do all the-
I want to do this, but I want to do.
But that's not
A,
go-
B,
that's
and
not going to
C
be as good
with it.
as
So-
like I can do something cool, or I can do something effective,
Yeah.
and never the twain met.
Yeah.
Which is my main problem. Like, I like D&D 4th edition. It's a fun game, but that was my main problem with it. Just, there were so many tangents there, but there we go. But yeah, I really hope they go back to fantasy and
That'd be cool.
maybe do an updated version of the 2nd edition which actually still used the percentile dice and
Yeah.
wasn't quite as fiddly with bits. So yeah, there's that, and Shadowrun 5th edition came out.
Oh Jesus.
I like Shadowrun. Shadowrun's a cyberpunk fantasy game where you've got like Matrix style stuff and orcs
Yeah.
and elves and stuff and dragons. Shoot dragons in the face with guns.
And blow your face off.
All that kind of cool stuff. So those would be my the two things that came out just recently that tickled my fancy.
Nice.
And yeah, so the thing I wanted to talk about today in Dice Master was the history of D&D worlds. Which ones we enjoyed and which ones we hope they bring back for the new 5th edition. Or D&D Next, or whatever they want to call it.
Whatever they want to call it. So I guess out of that, what ones are they bringing back? That we know.
They're definitely bring back Forgotten Realms. Forgotten Realms is going to be the setting,
and
that
it usually
is the core setting.
So.
Well, actually, it hasn't been for 2 editions now.
Yeah. Okay.
Third edition was Greyhawk,
That's true. It was.
and 4th edition was the Points of Light campaign, the Nentia Vale stuff. So going back through the history of D&D, so Greyhawk is the original setting that Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson. Just Gary Gygax. Dave Arneson had Blackmoor, but Greyhawk is the one that D&D was forged in, and it's very typical. It doesn't quite know if it wants to be high fantasy or swords and sorcery. So you kind of get this mix of really weird stuff and Tolkien. It's kind of So
it's really 2. There's no middle.
Yeah, it's like if you dropped Conan in the Lord of the Rings, and
There'd be no camels for anybody to punch in.
there'd be no camels. All the elves would be dead or worse. But it's a fun game. There's a lot of weird. That's where all the weird names come from, because he liked to use anagrams.
Yep.
Like Zagig. I mean, that's just Gygax. that's he did all this weird stuff. So from there, so Greyhawk. The next one would probably be Mysteria or Mysteria. That's the world that those old Capcom beat-em-ups that they just re-released. That's the world those are set in. This was kind of a more traditional fantasy world, with less of... There was less of the weird stuff, and then they revealed that the world was hollow. And you could go inside the Earth, and it was all like Edgar Rice Burroughs, dinosaurs in the jungle, and weird shit in there.
Oh, there is no weird shit. It's all inside.
It's all inside.
It's inside you. It's deep inside you.
So that was weird. Yeah, you don't see a lot of Mysteria stuff anymore.
I was going to say,
I don't know. Like, it was quite interesting, actually. It was like an interesting world. They probably should have brought it back for 4th edition, because no one would. Everyone would go, yeah.
It'd be brand new. Everyone would be like, something new.
No. And everyone who remembered it would go,
yeah,
it's back. Continuing on with the traditional fantasy stuff would be Forgotten Realms, and
yep.
I do really like the Forgotten Realms. I find there's a lot of stuff.
It's a big pit.
It's a big pit, it's a big pit that they've explored almost every nook and cranny off. So while there are a lot of places you can go and stories you can tell, it's really hard to avoid canon.
Is a lot of the D&D video games taken?
Yep,
the Forgotten Realms?
almost all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so almost all of them are Forgotten Realms based.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be the same problems we'd have running that Doctor Who game that you've got. It's like, it's really interesting, and there's a lot of stuff you can do. How do you avoid the stories that have already been told, or like eventually you just have to say fuck it and get on with it.
Yeah.
But they are moving in the new edition. They are moving the timeline forward again.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully Drizzit will be dead. That'd be nice.
He won't be. You know he won't be.
Yeah, probably not.
He'll be on his deathbed.
I would just
killing everybody.
yeah, probably. Like it's not that I dislike Drizzit or R.A. Salvatore's writing, but I would like these characters to go away because I would like the characters that
new.
players play be able to take the place of these characters. That's what I want. Dragonlance.
Yeah.
Dragonlance is another cool one. The World of Kryn. I would love. Again, this was like. It has all the same problems as Forgotten Realms, but it's a much smaller continent, so it makes it much worse.
Problems are much bigger.
Yeah, it's there's so much lovely stuff in Dragonlance. It's almost got a more romantic vibe to it, like and that's a weird thing to say, I know, but I'm trying to think of how to put that forward. It seems like character relationships meant a lot more.
Yeah. Okay.
And it kind of had the stirring heroes, the heroes taking on the big horrible thing and winning, but with losses and
more emotion.
Yeah, it had more emotion to it. Oh, it was David Cage. Oh, the emotions.
Oh, the emotions.
Fucking David Cage. Oh, no. All these games that have all the explosions, and what the fuck does it make? A military game. Fuck you, David Cage. I just hate him so much. I reckon those would be the fantasy, the high fantasy game worlds they've got. So then we get a chance to move on to the weirder stuff. Dark Sun.
Yeah.
Dark Sun would be the sword and sandals, like grim world of loincloths. Like this, that's the world. That's the world.
Put that on the book.
That's the world where Conan belongs.
Yeah.
This is like the idea is the whole world has been
fucking donkeys and punching goats.
Pretty much, the whole world has been blighted by magic and is now almost completely a desert.
Yep.
And there are these sorcerer kings who live in their towers who are up to no good, and it's really oppressive. Like it's strange. My favorite, pardon me, my favorite settings are the ones where the oppressive ones actually. Dragonlance being especially the original Dragonlance where it was all the dragon. Who the fuck were they called? The Knights of Takhisis, who had the lockdown on everything.
I think so. Yeah.
So it was like a military oppression. Dark Sun, where it's a magical oppression because the sorcerer kings are so powerful that they're so powerful that they're actually destroying the world through their own magic.
Yeah.
Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Which is it's built as a gothic horror setting, and kinda. I mean, it's certainly a horror setting, with traits of the old, sort of, what am I thinking of? Christopher Lee movies and so forth. Very, very moody and dark, but you're oppressed by the horrible things that are trapped in
Yeah.
these things who
Yeah.
rule over the things, who rule over the lands. Yeah, I mean, I think those are the main three I'd like to see come back. Dragonlance, Dark Sun, because I know they did Dark Sun with 4th edition, but I'd still like to see it again, and Ravenloft. Just think. Eberron. Eberron's probably the newest setting that's they've come up with. It's not quite steampunk. I'd call it more magic punk, because there are
it's not quite there. You've still got the magic.
There's like a steampunk thing. There are trains and airships and all this sort of stuff, but they're powered by magic rather than steam. So that's why I call it magic punk. Planescape.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was
your-
just waiting to see where you got to. The one I'd throw in that mix there is the good old Planescape.
Planescape, which is every world.
Every world and a mix of chaos.
Yeah. So the idea with Planescape is there's this city in the middle of time and space, I guess. And you can go anywhere from there, and sometimes you don't want to.
Yep. And portals open in weird and wonderful ways, and sometimes you don't even know you're opening a freaking portal.
That's the one, and you can travel to all the different planes of existence.
Mm-hmm. You know, with the good old, light a candle under a certain table in one of the inns in the in Sigil,
Which is the city of...
which is the city, and it opens a portal to the abyss.
Because why not?
Because let's go for it.
That's don't light candles under wooden tables. It's probably
It just makes sense, doesn't it? Have I missed any out? Spelljammer. Remember Spelljammer?
I don't think I do.
That sounds like an 80s TV show.
It was so 80s because it's D&D in space.
There it is.
I do not
You
remember
fly.
that one.
You fly.
Welcome to Spelljammer!
Yeah. in
Captain.
In the grim darkness of the future of the fantasy worlds, here is Spelljammer. But no, you flew around on ships in space.
Wow.
It was really weird.
I can imagine it would have been.
Giant space hamsters.
It
Jesus.
should have been called Space Jammer. That would have made more sense. Surely.
What'd I say?
Spelljammer.
No, it is Spelljammer. No, it's Spelljammer.
It's Spelljammer. Spelljammer.
This space edition.
Welcome, adventurers, to the world of Spelljammer.
We're in space.
That's right.
Sure are.
Find the keys. It's just like a kids' game show from the 80s.
Oh, Jesus.
I like it.
Oh, nightmare.
What was that show that we were watching
Nightmare.
on YouTube? Nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh,
I need more of that.
No.
I need more of that.
No.
It's,
Oh, dear.
It's, something
It's so awful, but I want to see the Spelljammer version.
yeah. I'd be really happy if they brought back any of those settings. Any and all of them.
Yeah. Except for maybe Spelljammer.
No,
Spelljammer!
Spelljammer. Remember, you know what? It would be great if they brought back Spelljammer and they just said, let's 80s this shit up. That would be awesome.
80s space is great.
All the art would look like an 80s cartoon. That would be awesome.
Maybe you should rewrite Spelljammer.
I don't
submit it.
You know you know how much I know about Spelljammer? It's D&D in space. The end.
And that's all you need to know.
Probably.
So I've got this concept. These are just the D&D books. Yeah.
In space!
Space!
All the monsters have astronaut
Oh,
helmets. That's the only change.
Mind flayers flew around in ships that looked like squids.
Oh,
It was great.
that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, we know we're getting Forgotten Realms, and I'm not upset about that because, as far as the more generic fantasy settings go, it's probably the richest one.
And I hope we get Planescape and maybe Ravenloft.
I would, yeah, Ravenloft, Planescape, Dark Sun. I don't know if actually now that I think about, I don't know about Dragonlance, just because the novels have ripped that world to shit. Like, it's so confusing what's going on because the world apparently, like, there were like something happened, like the gods did all weird shit and they made a new Kryn and they brought people there, but now they're melding back and it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, you've made this too complicated. This world is not coming back.
Because they at the end of the original series, basically magic went bunter because they'd killed the gods, and the gods were the source of magic, and magic went away, or something like that. The gods went away somehow.
Could they?
But it's because the evil god stole the planet and took it somewhere, and these new dragons came who were aliens, and it was fucking weird.
In space.
Could they reboot it and say it was some wizard's horrible dream?
I would
Dragon's Dream.
I would like if they rebooted the campaign setting back to the War of the Dragons, the first stuff, because that's when it was interesting.
Do you think they'll come out with something new, something you haven't seen before?
I would love something new, love it. I don't know what it would be though.
Was there an aquatic?
It's
There
hard
was
to
never
imagine
an
when
aquatic
you've-
setting, was there?
Pushed the gamut of.
Was there a?
I don't think so. Not
Maybe
not completely anyway.
Maybe they
It's
should
hard
go
to
down
imagine
that
something
path.
new
Some
when
kind of
you've-
deep sea.
Deep sea? We haven't mentioned deep sea yet.
Well, there isn't one. We're speculating.
That's-
We're speculating.
Is there a
So-
deep sea one?
No.
Sequest.
I mean, I know
deep
there
sea.
were parts in a lot of them, but it's just like there was the unapproachable East and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oriental Adventures.
That sounds horribly racist.
It does, but a new Oriental Adventures would be awesome. Yeah.
It's hard to imagine something new when you've run the gamut from, Conan in Tolkien books to fucking raptors in space.
Yeah, it really is.
I think some kind of deep sea would be. I don't know how you do
Captain
it.
Nemo's
You know,
Adventures.
you know what might be? You know what might be interesting? A pirate. Like there's a lot like basically it'd be like an archipelago, but there is a lot of like deep sea stuff.
D&D Caribbean Edition.
Yeah, Caribbean DD. Oh, great.
There it is.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, fucking hell.
Ghost D&D.
I get to play Jack Sparrow. Go eat dicks.
So many dicks. The fourth one was on TV the other day.
It's terrible. How?
It's the first one again.
The
with
first one
different
was on there
characters.
as well.
Except
They've
you
played them all.
can't see anything because it's so dark.
I didn't watch all of it. I will admit it.
Even if you watch a
I just saw the end where they.
That's
rock
the
up in a
darkest
cave.
part.
Yeah, they rock up in a cave,
This is dark, mate. They're in a cave,
and
eh?
it's not a treasure chest. It's like the Holy Grail or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, you did this in the first one.
Yep. They
The
sure
exact same thing. Fuck off. Anyway,
did. Mate,
and
we need
then they made Lone Ranger.
Maz, we need a movie cast.
Don't we
of some kind.
just? We do.
Um.
Can I end this segment?
Yeah. I mean, are there any like what would you like to see from the new one?
The more I think about it, I really want to see
undersea.
some kind of sea adventure.
Yeah.
You know what? That sounds fun.
Whether it be some kind of like pirate / underwater.
The tents, cave
Bring back the
diving and-
Kraken.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tension of the horror, and you need oxygen and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and bring in the requirement of oxygen instead of food.
That would be quite interesting. But we'll see.
Underwater spells would look cool underwater.
Lightning what? You're all dead.
Oh god, you and everything else is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't think that through, did you?
The end of that
Fireball,
campaign.
mate. You're underwater.
Yeah.
The DM just grabs his books and just fuck. All this work for nothing. Cunts. Right.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Bing. Yepers. Thanks, Daz.
That was all of us getting text messages.
Hooray!
My friend's over there.
Twitter exploded. Welcome to the Beta King. It's a bit of a special Beta King today. It's not really about beta, but it's loosely related, I guess.
Whoa. Yeah, no.
No, it's not.
We're really drawn.
There'll be a beta at some point relating to this.
Yeah, we had a chat with...
I can actually talk about a beta quickly before we get into the good stuff.
Guy.
I am in the Final Fantasy XIV beta on PlayStation 3.
You can tell me how shit it is.
It's certainly an MMO.
Yeah, boring.
I'm not...
Same shit, different bucket.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Same bucket, same shit.
Mate, it's not underwater. So
it's not. Yeah, it's not underwater.
That's it. My mission now is an underwater pirate game.
I want to. Magic missile underwater would look fucking shit hot. Like one of those crabs that. Oh, and crab enemies.
So many. Yes, crab enemies.
Deep sea, fucking weird. Oh, mate.
Being attacked by crabs, covered in crabs.
Crab.
It's not quite the same as I'm covered in bees, but hey,
No.
starfish and pufferfish.
We had a.
The Shogun would be the main guys. Yeah. Fish guys.
Fish guys.
We had a chat with indie game developers, Odd Games. They're responsible for Monster Truck Destruction, the iOS store, and soon to be Android. And we had a little bit of chat about all of the things you want to know about indie game developers. I haven't seen the footage yet. So. We are talking to Dave from Odd Games. He's a South Australian independent games developer. And how are you doing?
Doing well, thank you very much.
First, tell us about your company, Odd Games.
So there are 6 of us. We have 3 co-founders and 3 staff, and we've been in business for the last 2 years. We've made 1 title, working on another.
Your first release was Monster Truck Destruction. It's sold over 2.6 million downloads since it launched, like in December.
Yeah, it had downloads, not all sales. So, yeah, 2.6 downloads.
Giving away some freebies.
So otherwise, I mean, behind me there might be a Ferrari if that was the case, but no.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question: is does a figure that big mean you've made it in the app world and now you are loaded beyond your dreams?
No, it doesn't mean you're loaded beyond your dreams, but I reckon it does think you've made it. It's allowed us to get a couple of guys on, so...
Yeah. So tell us about Monster Truck Destruction. How would you pitch that to someone who hasn't played it before?
If you want to play a video game on the iPhone that's not really meant to be on the iPhone, it's supposed to be on a console, and it's about racing. So that's what it is. You smash into things, you do donuts, and you look at all the pretty graphics. So...
I was watching some reviews on YouTube today in preparation for this, and yeah, it's a very pretty game, especially for iOS.
Yeah, pretty happy with it. We had a good artist, Terry, my brother. But yeah, it's
yeah. How does it compare to other Monster Truck games on iOS devices?
Oh, I reckon it's the most downloaded Monster Truck game.
Yep.
In the world. Like all platforms, I reckon I could say that.
You can write that on the box.
We actually have better physics in our game than the Xbox Monster Truck games, which is kind of weird.
Wow.
So what's giving you that better level of physics?
Probably the 6 months we spent trying to figure out how to bloody well do it.
Was it a massive learning curve for you guys? Was this the first kind of full-fledged game that you guys had created and had to learn the coding from the ground up? How did that go?
Yeah, I rewrote it probably 3 times.
Wow.
Wow.
And now Monster Truck Destruction, imminent release on Android as well, so people can play it on there as well?
Yes, it's been imminent for a while. Yeah, no, look, every day I work on it and I find 20 bugs, I fix 20 bugs and I find 15 more, so we're not sure. We're hoping in the next couple of weeks. So.
Mate, have you tried just not writing bugs in your code from the beginning?
You try that.
You're working currently on a racing title.
Yes.
It's called Shack Run, and it features Shaquille O'Neal. How do you go about creating a racing game without just shoehorning in an entity like Shaquille O'Neal? How does that work?
Okay. Firstly, you got to take a look at the Shaquille O'Neal's background with cars. He loves them.
Right.
He's been on West Coast Boston's a couple of times. He owns a shitload of them.
Yeah.
So realistically, it kind of has a fit there.
Just.
I was just thinking because Shaq Games haven't got a good record.
No.
They've not done well.
Yeah, and that's a challenge we're going to tackle.
Yeah.
We're going to, definitely going to change that. Because this game, firstly, is a car racing game, and secondly, the Shaquille O'Neal game.
Is it a straight racing game, like your Monster Truck was straight Monster Truck Destruction?
Yep.
Or is it a kart-like game?
Yeah, okay, so the physics are kart-like.
Yep.
So it's very, very fast. It's like, Daytona on steroids.
Yep.
So basically, it's going to be mostly drifting and mostly power sliding.
How do you get Shaquille O'Neal on board with a game like that? Does someone come to you and say, "Hey, mate"?
I was going to ask that. How did what hoops did you have to jump through and tape did you?
Oh,
have to
hoops!
To do
Oh,
that?
hoops! I see what you did.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, look, Shaquille O'Neal, he's involved with a group called One Spear, which is our publisher. They approached us and a few other companies, and we all come together and we'll just pitch for it.
And how far into the development are you guys currently on that one?
Yeah, look, I think there's about 4 months left. I think I have to have a look at the schedule roughly. Pretty much all the levels are finishing up over the next month and a half, and there's still a bit of code to do. But yeah, we're wrapping it up as quickly as we can. So about 4 months, I think. Thanks, guys.
Guys, thanks for your time.
Yeah,
Thank
see
you.
you later. All right.
Cheers,
Bye.
fellas.
So there it was. Thanks to Odd Games for having a chat with us. If you want to see the full extended interview, link is in the show notes. Go check it out. It's good times. Look at that.
Yeah.
Easiest segment of the day. Much.
Oh yeah.
Anything else on beta before we...
Not necessarily on beta. Oh no, I'll keep that for the sandbag.
Welcome to the Fortune section, where we discuss upcoming videos or events that are happening up in the place. Bruce, there's your notes, mate.
Oh, the relaunch is here. So, up and coming videos for me. We got Orcs Must Die 2 on my new channel. There'll be some Minecraft coming up on my new channel. And there's something else. What was it? Oh, Worms. Played some Worms with Spud and Captain. I can't understand what the fuck you're saying, Lord Kilmore.
He's got 2 titles.
Yeah, Lord Kilmore and the German guy that nobody can understand.
Lord, his German isn't German. Kilmore. You can go to Bruce's channel, Bruce Uncut on YouTube. He's also there on Twitter as well. Complete rebranding. Speaking of,
Yeah.
our new avatars are pretty sweet, aren't they?
Oh, they look great.
Oh, Beyondopolis crew.
I was a little. I like the 8-bit one that I had on there. And when you're like, oh, we're gonna get some new avatars, I'm like, no. But when I seen it, it looks amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you,
cool.
Corey.
Corey, who used to do fan art, I've commissioned him to do the whole Beyondopolis crew as we need them, and he's
And I tell you
doing
what,
them.
Spuds looks like he belongs in Duke Nukem
Yeah,
He does. He does.
with his square jaw.
And now that Bradadas is going to have a channel, I'm going to assume it's going to be the same as your Twitter. If it's not, you should make it the same as your Twitter.
Which one's my Twitter?
The
_Bradadas.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you've. Oh, we crashed. I remember we crashed. So he's _Bradadas on YouTube as well. You can go check it out. Shortly, he'll be posting all the videos of our 8-bits D&D sessions in audio action.
8-bit, we should say 8-bits RPG because we're playing Call of Cthulhu at the moment.
Yeah.
And potentially, if he does decide to go down the PC track, we might be seeing some more stuff.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Which is awesome. So you'll be next in the list to get your avatar, mate. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can deal with it.
I am very fond of the ones Shelby did though. So.
Yeah, they are very good.
Yeah.
So if he uses them, who knows? But I'll be using them on the website and
Twitter?
my channel and stuff, so that we all look like we belong together. We belong together. Speaking of the website, you asked before if there should be a forum on the 8-Bits podcast. And during this whole new rebranding and rebooting of everything, it's going to have a lot more links to everyone else's channels and segments and stuff. So I'll make you an admin, give you your own dedicated whatever the fuck you want to do. If you want to write reviews, if you want to
It might be
post your
handy for
business.
the stuff that I...
Are you talking about the forum or are you talking about the 8-bits
The forum.
web? Yeah.
It'll all go to the same place. If it's all in the same place, it's easier. So they'll just be...
Yeah.
I'm going to rejigger all of those segments to make it, the 8-bits podcast, Bradadas, Bruce, Spud, fucking everyone will have their own little segments that they can put whatever content they like in. And it's all there in one handy-dandy place. So yes, is the answer to that.
Sweet. So now I have to put it on Facebook, Twitter, and there.
That's right.
All right.
Or you could just put it on the website and link to it on all the other things.
Yeah.
And then
Just
check
post the
this shit
links,
out. I
links
wrote.
on the Facebook, yeah.
So that's a thing that's coming, I guess, in the future. Brucey, you're teeing up an interview.
I am teeing up. Okay, you're teeing up. What are we playing golf? Wait, what?
Cool.
Teeing up an interview with Joe from Card Hunters, from Blue Manchu.
He's been on holiday, that's why we didn't hear from him.
Yeah. So he's been on holiday. I've been in Sydney, so that kind of it fell through the gaps a little bit for the last 4 weeks. Joe got back to me yesterday and said, "Fuck, I've been away. Can we still do this?
Can we still do it? Yeah. Absolutely, motherfucker.
We sure can, and we will."
That's another reason I got the new email address. So I can start sending out some requests. And they don't have to send anything to a ridiculous email address or my work one. So.
Ridiculous. What's your ridiculous one?
Shoggoth.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool though.
No, it is cool, but it doesn't really give the right.
No. If it was like, I don't know, gingerbeard42 at
that would be-
hotmail.com would be. Welcome to professional.
Yeah. No. And then my other one's too professional. It's just name at.
Yeah.
So.
And then there's a couple of others I was thinking that maybe we should look at lining up too. The Juicy Cupcake guys, which are
we had a good interview,
indie.
like you saw.
I certainly want to get back at guy from Siege Tower Games session, and I might send out some other stuff while I'm at it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. We got a play session with Drinking Quest. We're going to have an interview with him as well. Here they are. They arrived
Jason.
Yeah.
in the mail.
Oh.
Drinking Quest 1, 2, and 3. Very cool. If you want to have a quick look inside. So basically, it's a deck of cards.
Oh, I got it on the pencil's eye from IKEA.
Yeah, mate. How good. That's a great idea, isn't it?
It is.
Shitload of IKEA pencils. You get 3 die.
I'm not grabbing your dick, by the way.
Mate.
Just the dice.
While you're down there.
While you're down there, finish me off. Wait, what?
I don't really know how it works.
I don't know if I want to look at the cards.
Player name.
Yeah, same.
I'm not looking. Yeah, I don't want to look at the cards.
I might look at the instructions.
Attack.
That's going to be exciting.
Sexual prowess.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Coins.
Sweet.
Defense. Tolerance.
So next week...
Chugs.
Stop reading that out. So next week, Bradadas Bruce...
Drink
myself,
responsibly. Yeah, sure.
They had to write that on there, I imagine. And Spud are going to be having a play session. I thought about maybe streaming it
A
live.
PlayStation?
We're going to have a...
Did I, is that what I said?
Are you
Yeah.
buying us a PlayStation?
Mate,
Sweet.
PlayStation 1!
I'd take it.
Take it.
I'd play fucking Silent Hill all day.
Fucking play that shit.
We're going to have a play session and record it to camera.
Are we going to stream it?
I thought about it, but then I thought, no, we want to be in there. We'll just to camera it. Otherwise, we'll be reading chat. Like you and Spud will be fucking reading chat rooms all day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The payoff is it's going to look nicer.
Yeah.
So.
And we'll cut that up into maybe a series, or we don't really know exactly what's going to happen. It might turn into a series, but basically, you want to have a short version to show.
When we do our interview with Jason.
Jason Anarchy,
Anarchy.
which is the fucking punkest name I've ever seen.
It is. So
We're
excited about that. Good times. What else was I going to say? The website.
Besides tabletop gaming, Jason enjoys punk rock, black t-shirts, and doing rap collaborations. What a champion.
So there it is. That's the future.
But,
what else?
But he sent us things, so yes. Awesome.
I like on here, the artwork is done by Carol Nealon. And if anyone wants a Drinking Quest tattoo, she also very talented tattoo artist. Highly recommended.
Nice.
Just gonna wait.
No,
See if
we're
they're
good.
gonna read something else.
No,
out.
we're good. We're good.
we'll put these away because we will leave.
Yeah, we're too excited. We need to calm down.
Are we playing all three?
We'll see how we go.
We'll do one at a time. I think there's four. There's 4 adventures in each.
Play all three at the same time. What?
My channel has rebooted. It's all very good. I'm just started uploading gigs worth. I think about 5 gigs worth of videos of just Minecraft alone for next month. So that's pretty exciting. Also, looking to finish off
Everything.
I'm pulling in favors all over the place to finish Deeks. If you saw the Mario Party live stream, Bam is quite an avid Nintendo player, and he claims to have nailed that game of Deeks.
He's going to have Deeks finished in an hour.
Yeah,
he might do.
He's coming around, I think tomorrow actually, to play. He's so excited about this whole concept of drinking and playing video games. He's like, "When's the next Mario Party? Can I play the next one?" He's like, "Mate," it's like, "Oh, I think we get to play twice, don't we? Can I play 2 in a row?" Like, I just want to be there for all of them.
He's so excited.
Yeah, he really is.
I think fan art really sold him too.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, I think people are watching. Get my ass out.
Just don't make Spider-Man
I did like
potions.
I did like the picture of me on. I think it was the first one. I look like I've killed someone and taken the crack back that I sold them. It's like, yeah.
I don't remember.
It looks.
Did you find? Have you edited all of the one with Bam in it?
Yeah,
So you seen Bam's ass then?
twice.
Is that the one where I kept walking up to the camera and going, "My dick"?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good work, me.
You and Tim are talking. It looks like Tim has an imaginary friend because
I'm off camera.
And every now and again, his arm comes in to mix a drink. Slides back out.
That's how it should be.
So Mario Party, that's the thing. Maybe I'll put it in the show notes if I remember.
Do we want to finish Luigi's Mansion?
That was going to be the next thing. So Luigi's Mansion, maybe
We're pretty close.
maybe we could hit that ASAP. I don't know what you're doing the rest of today, but
Actually, I better go. I better edit the fucking D&D, the Call of Duty stuff.
Yep.
But we will do that. At some point.
We are one session away from completing it, so it's
1 or 2. Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be good times.
Unless I completely remember wrongly how that game works.
I'm pretty sure we've got like 10 boos to catch,
Yeah.
so we must be pretty close. I say we. I haven't really played it since the first session we did. Look out for that. Also, we're going to kick off in the new month the Machinima Realm Minecraft, which is going to be big things for the whole.
We're going to take that to a whole new level.
I actually had.
I'm going to get in, dig a hole.
Yep, I actually had a.
You're going to take it to the same level, but
That level I go to.
I went on to Machinima Realm and just had a look at the Minecraft videos they're putting up there. If they're not animated, like completely 3D animated things with Minecraft characters, they are shit. So there's 2. There's the animated story
So
ones.
what you're saying is we're going to make a pile of shit.
No, there's the animated story ones, and then there's the Let's Play ones, and the Let's Play ones are, 5 minutes of, "Hey, Machinima Realm, we're here," just jumping around, saying what they're going to do for 20 minutes, and fuck that shit.
Can all of you people who do that send me your link to your server? I'm going to come and mine it empty.
We're pretty excited about the show we're going to do. If anybody remembers Minecraft, Survivor Minecraft, it's going to be that again.
But shinier.
Minecraft Survivors. It's going to be shinier. Good times.
With horses and holes.
Oh, so many horses and holes, quite literally. But spoiler alert. Anyway, Bradders,
Yeah? What?
he's going to be putting shit on his channel, mate.
We already said that.
He's going to start this.
I said that twice.
Oh, twice! Sandbags.
This segment is over.
It's not! Don't you get that?
It's not, and it never will be.
We're going to play that one day, and I'm going to get a texture out and draw a potato on the screen.
Maybe
Ruining
he
computers.
could have a potato in his hand. Anyway, welcome to the Sandbag.
Maybe you
This
could
is
put
your community
potato on the bag.
participation. Let's let's go to the YouTubes. Just in the comments on the last episode, the Wooga Knight says, if EA does screw this up, I'm not sure what he's on about.
Yeah, what was? No, I don't know what this.
No
refers
context
to.
is good. Wooga Knight, thanks. I will be boycotting anything they make. Super seriously face.
I wonder what this.
EA.
What's
Now, this'll be-
EA screwing up? That's not like a small.
It's
You haven't
pretty-
narrowed it down.
So, who knows? If you're in the chat room, Wooga, just let us know what you're on about there, but it's not hard. He also says Final Fantasy is now available on Steam officially, so I don't need to emulate it anymore, which is true, Final Fantasy 7. But it's the PC version which was released a long time ago, and they fucked the music.
Yeah, they muted the music up.
Yeah, and I did not like it.
So back to emulation.
I'll keep emulating, but it's great for anybody who's new, never played it before.
You own it,
Give
it's
a crack.
fine.
The graphics are a little better too on the PC version, a little bit smoother. If you're into
But the
that.
music is broken.
It still looks
Yeah.
like triangles, so it doesn't matter
It's
much.
good times. I saw the best cosplay of like the polygon cloud
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like with the big arms?
with big arm. So that is a great cosplay. Lots of cardboard. Tommy's improvisation. I just got to where Skyward's. No, he's talking to me here. You just got to where Skyward Sword gets interesting. I don't know why they made the intro to that game so long though.
It's weird.
So
It's really weird.
apparently, well, it did feel like, oh yeah, action is happening now. So I might give it a crack and I'll give you a proper
Yeah,
review about it.
yeah.
Um,
Because maybe we're all wrong.
we might be all wrong. PPS, more chip in sometime. And this was a side note I was going to think. I had a massive brainstorm. Maybe our chip in sessions could be a Scotch review show where we pick a Scotch and today's chip in is
And we pretend we're walking around a golf course.
Shivers.
That's
And we just drink the Scotch, talk about the Scotch while we play chip in.
You would need to let
Maybe
me.
Chonk
You would,
and
need to,
Fong.
you would need to let me actually practice with the new chip in stuff though, because I still don't have that down.
Maybe
Like,
Chong
'cause
can
I've only
just follow
played
us around a
twice.
golf course.
Good. You guys rock. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Side note. Puppo1990 says, yeah, my PS Plus subscription has paid for itself at least 3 times over, and I've been a member for a few years.
The great thing I just discovered is even if you delete the games off your hard drive, they stay purchased in the store.
Oh.
So even once they've cycled out, I think because I downloaded one that's re-downloaded one that cycled out of the actual thing, and I didn't have to pay. So I assume that's right for everything.
So you don't have to get it the month it's available. You can.
Well, I think you do have to download it the month it's available, but if you delete it and want to get it again,
You can.
you totally can.
That's cool.
It counts as purchased on your account.
And if you guys have any
The
Sandbag
joys of
stuff-
cloud.
Cloud's pretty good.
if you have any Sandbag stuff while I search the Twitters.
Do 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 do.
Do I have any sandbag stuff? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I did have something I wanted to say to people who are interested in joining the RPG.
Oh yeah.
Now I went through everyone who's already expressed interest, and Facebook stalked you slightly.
To see
Because-
if you're
because-
attractive
be-
enough to play.
Yes, to see how sexy you all are. But no, what I've actually been doing is to find out
Which is very, by the way.
which is so sexy. No,
That's why he was so hard. He didn't really watch Witcher 3. He was face stalking people.
but what the thing I need to know is what time zone you are in. Because especially if you're in the US, because there's so many time zones.
Yeah.
Because,
And when you give us a time going, give us Greenwich Mean Time. So
Yeah.
ours is plus 9.5 GMT.
yeah,
So that's what we want.
That's exactly right. Because
Stop kicking that microphone, man. I'm gonna hurt you.
So
Go fuck yourself, right?
it's like I don't want to invade your privacy more than I have to get things done.
But where do you live?
But give us your exact address.
But he will if you don't give him the information
And
he
the
needs,
times your parents at home.
he'll invade your privacy as much as he can.
But no, but that's the thing. That's certainly something that came about when we formed the first group with Mike and Vlash and Grim. Because they're all in the same time zone. That really played an important part to getting things together.
And Brad and I had a chat and think about it too, and we're thinking maybe when we run a bigger game, maybe we'll look at having 2 or 3 different parties in the same world.
That's
vaguely close to each other.
Vaguely interacting,
Vaguely interacting.
That'd be amazing.
And to do that, we'd obviously want a bunch of players in the same time zone. So obviously, you know, the guys in the UK will be in one group, and you know, we might have another group of Canadians, and you know, another group somewhere else.
I'd love to have like because I did notice one of the fellas who asked how is in a similar time zone to the boys we've already got.
Yeah.
So I was maybe we'll see how everyone feels about bringing Hal into that group, and then
drive him away with
a drive.
As long as he can deal with my cockbag of an assistant character.
No.
Oh yeah.
Thought you were talking about.
I was really confused.
My cockbag of an assistant. Mate, stop being a big
you were certainly on some painkillers.
I've decided that's how I'm going to play him moving forward too.
Oh, good. I'd really like to have a Canadian or a US group.
Yeah. Or both.
Or both.
Or two.
Or two. Or two, or both, or either.
Yeah, that's good.
Mate, we're not done. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so... we really need to know what time zone you're in. Because...
And when your parents are home and what your actual address is.
Yeah.
TJ on the Twitter says, Nintendo should have used the 3DS as the Wii U controller instead of building the one they did. Same as the GBA with the GameCube. Maybe. There are games that use the 3DS as controllers, a bit like, well, exactly like the GameCube did. Monster Hunter 3, you can actually play as a second player, third or fourth player on the DS in the world with the dude in the same game on the Wii U, which is kind of cool. And I think we'll probably, when they start, you know, making games for the cunt, I think we'll see a lot more of that kind of stuff as well, because it's fun. It's good. Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, we're not streaming Twitter on here anymore.
Should have read this. It doesn't fucking work. I don't know why.
It doesn't matter.
Vlash says 8-Bits Live with the hashtags. That's how you get on the show, by the way. You do that. Can't wait for the next Skype RPG session. Need to do part 2.
Yeah.
Who is this Robert, the terrible electrician?
I thought it was some new person who you were confused about.
Oh.
Yeah. Who is he?
He's a terrible electrician.
The mysteries. Cthulhu Who's. How do you guys feel about playing Magic via webcams or Steam? Kind of miss playing it, and thought some of you played as well. That's from Daryl.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to get back into Magic.
So either with the cards.
Oh, you mean Magic on Steam? Yeah.
I quite like the webcam idea, actually.
Yeah, we could give that a crack. I need to build a deck.
I need to build a proper deck too. But
I saw. Was it you who posted? Oh, it's begun.
Yeah, it has. It has totally begun, by the way.
It hasn't begun for me yet, but I still need to build a deck. So when it does begin, watch the fuck out. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe Brad and I will build decks, and we can play via webcams with Daryl.
That'd be cool.
Daryl, we'll give that a shot.
Look out for you, buddy. Stay healthy, Daryl. What the fuck is going on with you, mate?
Yeah, mate. Stop having them. And that is all. There's no fan arts and stuff. Just looking at some stuff. Someone, I think Gekran said, Dungeon Dashes is a thing. What's going on here? Action adventure strategy RPG puzzle. Looks a bit Hero Quest. Don't know. guys want to have a look at that?
Yeah.
See what that's all about?
Gekrin just said, mate, don't ignore my tweets.
Oh,
Mate! Tweet them then, you fuckwit.
Wait, no.
I have to look into that more, but yeah.
Sorry, Brucey. I'll just have to appease the Gekrin by searching again.
Look at my profile.
Did you hashtag
Yeah,
the
I'm
shit?
looking at him now.
Son of a bitch.
You horse bag.
That's just the thing you've sent.
You're a horse bag, apparently.
8-Bits Live. D&D in space with a horse in a black hole, says Gekrin. Worth
There were
my
I think there were hippopotamus people.
Why didn't it come up in my search?
Yeah, the
Bad hashtag.
No idea. No idea. Twitter's amazing. Good.
Oh.
You need my time.
Oh.
Thanks, Gekrin.
Daryl's just sent me a message saying, talking about the time zone he's in, and yes, I know, Daryl, I found yours. It was easy. I know because I watch.
He watches you.
Every day I go to Canada and watch him from the bushes.
Just quickly,
Sometimes it's cold.
jump onto iTunes and rate us, please. That'll be great. There's links in the show notes to the thing if you're not subscribed on iTunes. You can go to the website, which is 8bitspodcast.com. That's where the show notes are. So anything we've talked about, if there's links to it, that's where you find it, mate. There's also previous episodes, and if you're listening to us on iTunes, you can see the video version on the website as well.
Now I figured out how iTunes does its rate, like how you go up in the rankings.
Yeah.
So it's all based on downloads and reviews.
Yeah.
So please download and review.
So if you subscribe to us, your computer will automatically download it when it sees it, which is great news for us. You don't even have to listen to it, mate. Who cares? Just make sure you download it.
But please listen to it.
But listen to it, and then
Although if you hit putting this at the end is kind of pointless. So whatever.
yeah. So whack us a star rating and
No,
write reviews.
the
reviews,
the
no
ratings
star
are pointless.
Are they pointless?
Yeah. So review or
So just give us 5 because
No.
they mean nothing. So you may as well
Give us 5 and tell us why you gave us 5.
Yeah, that's right. Reviews, good times. You can join the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/8bits podcast. It's good. If you have any questions on there, we'll sandbag them and also probably just answer them on Facebook, making it redundant to have a sandbag segment, which is good. Go to Engine. extremebeyond.engine.com is the community forum. There will soon be a dedicated 8-bits section if there isn't already, and there will also be, I imagine Brad will be quite heavily into writing up
He's
stuff
on thread.
on there.
There is an
Probably.
8-bit section already.
There you go. It's gonna be a thing.
Actually,
Yeah.
like it's kind of hard. Like I always forget where to go.
Where to
the
go.
engine stuff. It's a bit.
We'll make it easier for everyone involved. Special thanks to our sponsors for this week. They were Vlash and LinkoSwordsman. You guys rock our collective worlds.
Yes.
Wrap up City. That's it.
Yeah, buddy. We'll see you next
Wrap up City.
time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Dude. 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 Dude.
Yeah, I don't want to dig too much into it until